Welcome
Welcome
to Shade
to
in the
Shade in the
City.
City.
I'm your girl, Treese.
It snows.
And today we're jumping into our review of Ready to Love, Dallas, y'all. Season 8. I'm sure this is probably the first part of Dallas. Season 8, episode 1. But if you have not already, Shade Squad, please make sure that you hit that doorbell and hit that little like button, the little thumbs up, the little.
And you hit that subscribe button.
And y'all, let's meet our new group of singles. We got some characters, as we always do. And yeah, let's get into it and let's get shady. First up, we meet our lovely guy Chris. He is
Cutie Pie Chris.
huh?
Cutie Pie Chris.
He was cute.
He was cute.
He
I
is.
told you who he reminded me of. You really want me to say it? You just want me to say it? My middle school teacher.
Oh,
My middle school algebra teacher.
Shade and the City does not promote those type of relationships. Anyway,
It
so
was a crush.
we meet Chris, 39. He's a construction developer. And then Jessica
Hold on. Whoa,
arrives.
whoa, 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 whoa. We got to touch on the fact he got royal bloodline.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. He's Nigerian. Um,
Yes, he has
and
royal
he wants a
bloodline.
wife
He
that's
said
willing to accept his culture.
he said she got to be because it's important to him.
Yeah.
Okay. And he seemed to be impressed with Jessica, who is 37, 37 years old, coffee line owner.
My
And
type of chick. If you own the wine or the coffee,
literally
ah,
you would walk around with both cups in
right.
your hand. But the feeling is mutual for her. She's feeling him too. Then there's Philip, who's 41. He's a supply chain analyst. He's apparently a foot guy. He liked her.
Yeah, he complimented Jessica as soon as she came out and was like, "Oh, them feet, girl, them feet is feet."
She like not the feet. Listen, I don't know. You know what? I don't know what it is. We like when a guy like our feet, but I don't know. It just sounds
Because
weird
if you
when
don't have a, I don't, and y'all know sometimes I get personal. I'm not a toe girl. Again, I think I said that. I'm not a feet person. I don't.
well, I mean, you a girl.
No, but even like the only thing I don't know. I'm just not a foot person, and so when a man wants to be on my foot, it kind of grosses me out.
Oh, that doesn't gross me out. Like I like, look, we had this conversation. We ain't gonna get into it. That's a whole nother show. Okay.
Yes, let's keep it PG-13. It's only 2 minutes in.
All I'm saying is it just seems weird when it's like the first thing that you say and the first thing you notice. It just seems like it's a kink or something. I don't know. But
Can't be no worse than not erotic also.
we know you want to get there. So we also meet Eris, who's 43. She's
It's
a
Aries, I
software.
thought. Like Aries, like the sign.
Yeah,
You said Aries.
I said Aries.
I think you said Aries, but it's okay.
All
I know
right.
you have your love for Aries, so I get it. You know.
Aries.
I'm just saying, don't be out here like Tisha Espo, okay? Don't be.
I know how to talk. Okay. Aries, she's 43. She's a software sales manager. She has two boys who are looking forward to her finding somebody. Tequila is 35. She's a marketing assistant. She said she's all about the drama, and that's what the guys love. It
Nell
sounds
says it
pretty
all the
toxic.
time.
It's
Men
it's
love
it's sounding
snitches.
toxic to me. It's
Oh,
giving.
it definitely is giving toxic.
Also meet Habibi. He's 33. He's a saxophonist. And he is feeling the hell out of Sierra. And Teresa's feeling the hell
Can
out
I
of
just? Oh, we'll get there, but
she
I'm
is
just
feeling
so.
the hell out of him. Look at you. Look. Look at you. You
I'm
know,
just saying. I mean, I just. Can we leave some eye candy on the show, even if it ain't real? I'm just saying.
You know what? I almost pulled a you. You know what? Let me stop. Sierra, she's 33. She's a stylist. She said that she was married to her clothes. She's a trendsetter and even gave Habibi the idea to
How old did you
do
say
some,
she was?
huh?
How old did you say Sierra was?
33. She's a trendsetter and she even gave Habibi the idea to be a naked saxophonist. And Teresa's over here with the shade early as hell. How many minutes we in
No.
now? We in 3, 4? I'm just saying. Leanne, who is 49. She's a gym owner. She said, people think that she's too serious and bougie, but she's not like that at all. Now she doesn't lead with her looks. Okay. She leads with her intelligence. And she wants somebody who sees her for who she really is. Herbert was worried about her because she's a Gemini. His first thought that she was crazy.
I will say, when I was on Twitter watching this, a lot of people were not feeling the fact that she was like leading every conversation with the whole Zodiac thing. And I'm big on the Zodiac, but I was kind of like, yeah, it was doing a lot. Like literally almost every conversation she had was about
I just didn't like her.
well, that part too. But I think that part about her was a like kind of a turn off to a lot
Like
of
even
people.
when I guess to some people she would be attractive. But even when she started off saying, she doesn't lead with her looks, and I was like, are you able to?
You're an asshole. Anyway.
Anyways, Herbert is 37 and an aviation manager. Marvin is 41. He's an erotic author.
Mm-hmm.
This is Teresa's favorite. This man says that he turns his apartment into a dungeon so he can
And you know what's so funny?
his women.
This goes to show you this is when I watched it back for the
You
second
just like
time.
fuck boys.
No, but and that's what I'm saying, because you know what's so crazy? He's not even that crazy attractive to me.
No, you just like the fuck boyness about it.
Right.
The fuck boyness of it all.
Like, yo,
That's
what
all it
is
is.
it?
The fuck boyness. That's it. You love it. Every season, it's the
It's
same.
always
It's
right.
the same thing. I think it progressively gets worse.
I have a problem, y'all. But the first step is I am admitting it.
Because of this, he says that he needs a woman with an open mind. Are you that open tree? You want to be trapped in a dungeon?
No, well, you know what? When he said he was he said he was the dominant, and that I didn't catch that the first time I watched it. So
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't know if I want you to treat me all types of ways now. If
I
you
don't
want to
know. I like to take turns.
see, yeah, we gotta be able to take turns. Cause
Well, I guess being a dominant, you don't ever want to be.
right, you don't ever want to see. You always want to be dominant. That's why it was an issue for me, because I was like, no,
Okay.
that can't work that way all that time.
Got you. Okay. Well, him being an erotic author threw Unique all the way off. But she
But
said
she like it. She
she said she's
interested.
still intrigued, like somebody else I know. Now she's 31 and a TV and film producer and a country girl. But I could see why she would be intrigued by it. She works in TV and film. Like this is some shit straight out of a movie. The
Trying to get
drama.
50.
We're
Look,
here.
we try to get 50 Shades of Marvin out here, okay?
No, nobody want one shade of Marvin.
Oh, you right.
Janelle, who is 31, and a
Who?
creative.
Oh, Janelle. I thought you said Chanel. I was like, I ain't
You
catch
know what? See, it's your ears. It ain't me. It's your ears. First it was
I
Aries.
said, who on
Now
there
it's
named
Janelle.
Chanel? I'm sorry, y'all.
Now Janelle, who is 31 and a creative director, is super excited to see Tommy when he comes out, and he tells them that they need to have open hearts and open minds, not their wallets and not their drawers. So you don't know what happens behind the scenes. So you just, I know last season people was giving it up. And he tells them that, there's 18 of them and 2 of them will be going home tonight. Quentin, who is 33 and a personal trainer, one of my favorites, said he ain't worried about the numbers. He's just here to find his one person. Kira, who was
Quentin
30
ain't bad
years
on
old.
the eyes. Quentin ain't bad on that.
And nice 40. Jesus.
Well, he is a personal trainer.
And he played football. Remember, he got that football body.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes, girl. So Kira, who is 30 and a realtor, also said that she's confident as well. She ain't going nowhere. Okay. All the singles are getting together. They're getting to know each other. Now, while having a conversation, Red, who's 42, a DJ and comedian, finds out that Janelle was adopted and she wants to adopt her child.
Right.
But she feels like, it gave her abandonment issues. More than likely.
Right.
Red said that she is sexy as hell. Everybody
A
wants.
lot of the men like Janelle, and I mean, I liked her too. If I could pick one girl that I'd like off right was
Now
like
let me
I
ask you
like
this.
her personality. It was Janelle.
Let me ask you this. I like Janelle. She was cute. She's her personality was dope, but you didn't say nothing about her age. You thought she looked 31?
Oh no, I didn't catch that.
I think these people be lying about their age.
We'll see. Look, we'll see how it progresses during the season.
One episode she 34. Next episode she 37.
By a reunion, it'd be like, but you're in your 50s.
Basically, yes, he said everybody want a piece. Clearly, that's true because Brandon came and interrupted their whole conversation. But it really didn't go too far once he started getting into his business and how he married his ex-wife twice and got 4 kids by her. Yeah, Janelle said that he needs to figure that out with his ex-wife.
Unfortunately.
Okay. But apparently he's 36 and he's a train dispatcher. But I feel like when he was explaining what he did, he said he had businesses and all types of things, but that's not what it said across the screen. It's given fraudulent.
I see how he got 4 kids though. He ain't bad on the eyes.
No, he cute. He cute.
He's not bad on the eyes at all. That's why I said, why did anyway, we'll get there.
We don't know why. You know what I want to know? I don't give a damn that he divorced his wife twice. I want to know why they got a divorce.
That's a very good point.
Because he's giving fuckboy energy to me too. But go ahead, your Habibi boo.
And another one. So
you like all the fuckboys on the show.
So Habibi is mistaking cheese for a pineapple after he talking about how he just spent so many years in Dubai and
I ain't gonna lie.
And he's so cultured. Don't do that.
That reminded me of you. What was it? The prosciutto.
The prosciutto. And I said it was cheese. Kiss my ass.
I said this is trees. Oh my God.
We have something in common. Anyway, we could be out here mistaking food together, Habibi. I'm with you. Look, I'll wear the garbs. Let's do it. So he says he was in Dubai for the last 4 years. Janelle doesn't believe that Habibi has been to Dubai at all, and they actually thinks he's from around the corner and feels like he's full of it. So he's talking to some. Look, this is how bad my notes are. He's talking to some chick, Kira. He's talking to Kira. White Boots. Boots is what they was calling her.
That's
White
what they was calling her. Okay.
He says that, he's always chosen music and needs a woman that supports that. And he shares that, he has a son. And when Kira asked what happened, like, why y'all not together? And he's like, oh, he got the girl pregnant. He had only known her for 11 days or something like that.
Look, this is what you like. This is what you like.
So
look at Brandon. What's the other boy name?
We got Marvin.
Brandon. They all got some messed up stories, Streets. They all got
and
some
Habibi.
Marvin probably got the most normal. No. No.
I like a little eccentric. So so anyway, so Kira's like, well, let me tell you about me since you didn't tell me, you didn't ask about me. And I was like, well, girl, that means he wasn't interested. But she tells him that, she's a dancer, she's a former Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. And basically she really isn't feeling Habibi. And thinks that, he's on the chopping block. And I can agree. Now, Tequila is talking to Philip, I believe it was, about it started off with spirituality. And then she somehow led the conversation into sex
Mm-hmm.
and
That's
and
right.
it's specifically sex before marriage. And when he agreed that he does do sex before marriage, then she asked him what's the wildest place he's ever done it. And when he tells her, and I think it was like a parking garage or something like that, she then, for whatever reason, gets turned off by this.
She
Um,
pulls back and kind of acts uncomfortable, but she's the one asking all the questions.
right. And so then I guess he didn't read the cues, he didn't read the room. And so then he goes further to be like, well, have you ever been to the nasty club? You know, the one where they doing it up there in Baltimore, where they just in there doing it all over the place. And she's like, no, I never.
Not in Baltimore. Oh, you snitching on yourself.
So no, I've just heard things. I've never been. I
Uh-huh.
promise. I
Uh-huh.
promise. Um, but yeah, and so after that, she kind of gives him the cold shoulder, and he realizes that basically that connection isn't going anywhere, and he left it right where it was, outside.
Now, Quentin, he is smitten with Lee, or Red Dress as he called her. So he came right over and brought her a drink. I thought that was nice because I didn't see no other dude do it. Plus, he's cute as hell. So that's really all it took.
We
Now,
are not. Am I the only one alarmed that you got a man? We are not in the times where men can bring you drinks anymore, unless you watch it. I'm just saying. Unless that's your man or something, we are not in the days where men can bring you a drink anymore. I'm sorry.
you know what? None of
And
your,
you just met him.
you know what, Trace? You should feel that about all three of your red flags. Okay? All three of your red flags, that is a legit feeling. Okay? Quentin over here is a man. Okay? He is a
That
gentleman.
was a good one.
Okay? He can bring a drink. You ain't got to worry about him slipping something and you ending up in his dungeon. Okay? Basically, she what's Lee said that she does fitness. She's a former athlete, and she recognizes she can see by his body that he played football. She said, "Yeah, I recognize the football body." I said, "You know what? I don't know nothing about that, but I recognize it too." Now Lee is 34 and a health and wellness coach. She says that she's tired of the habitual lying and cheaters, and that's why she's here. Quentin and her have a lot in common. Both of their parents have been married a very long time, and they're both into fitness. They look cute. They look cute.
They do cute. I actually, if I had to make like first, granted it's the first episode, but if I had to make like predictions for the season, unless something drastically changes, I feel like they have a pretty, like they seem like they had really, really got a good conversation and had a lot in common. I feel like
You
they,
know, you know what I noticed? I feel like a lot of the people that I normally like on the show usually end up leaving the show with someone.
yes. So your
And
picker is off as well.
no, that means I have a good picker. That means that they chose up. That's what
But
that
they
means.
don't end up in relationships afterwards.
But yours don't end up in relationships at all. On or off the show.
Don't do that.
Marie. Am I saying that right? Marie?
Is that
Marie.
his name? Because I couldn't get his name.
I think it's Marie.
Yeah, now it sounds about right. Moria.
Who is 36 and an entrepreneur, opened up to Tequila, about his father passing a year ago. And gets into how many of great attributes that he gets from him, and how he loves his father and he looks up to him and wants to be just like him. He gets super emotional talking about him. Then he kind of had the same conversation with Leanne, and at first initially they seemed to be getting along until he opened up about his father. And listen, he was there, but I felt it through the screen. She was cold as hell. She was cold as ice. And it was an immediate turnoff.
No. When she said, "Oh, I put my dogs down,"
Down. Mm-hmm.
Are you heartless? Like you compare my parent to you?
First of all, when he said it, she took a drink. She said, "Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, I put my dogs down." What's dope about Maria, even though he knew it wasn't gonna go nowhere after that. He knew he didn't like her after that. I don't know what he brought her, but I think maybe he brought her a drink or something. But like he was still, nice um to her because I'd have been like,
But
better
you're gonna
get
be
it yourself.
thirsty,
You better get it yourself. You better
right?
dig up them
No,
dogs.
he was still a gentleman, but I don't know. That to me shows like a lack of awareness, like of I don't know. It just definitely wasn't the right reaction to have to someone
Yeah,
sharing.
most people would be like, especially like a year ago. Like we
Right,
know they're still grieving. Most people, oh man, I'm sorry for your loss.
right.
Yeah.
Bless her heart. Janelle has taken a liking to Herbert. Okay.
She sure has. They
Oh,
say
do we know who Herbert is? Did you give his details? Because I ain't got none, his
I
details.
didn't say it already.
Oh,
I
maybe
think
you did.
I think I did. I think I said it already.
Okay. So they seem to have great chemistry, and Herbert is feeling her energy. Now, one thing that I did notice about this scene is when they started talking, it was still light outside.
I noticed that too.
By the time they were done and they wrapped it up, it was dark. To me, that's like good conversation. Time passed. We didn't even realize that's the I can talk to you for hours. Nephew Tommy pops back up to speak with the guys. The men all seem to be infatuated with Janelle and Kira, white boots. Goddamn it, Aries, and also
I heard Aries. I heard Aries.
just shut up, and Unique as well.
Unique, Jessica, and Lee.
Quentin says Lee, of course, and a lot of the men bring up Tequila's name as them not kind of it's just not there. There's not really not that she's a bad person or anything. There's nothing there. And Habibi says, what? Oh, and Habibi says Unique, and then Leanne's name comes up in everybody's mouth. I feel like, but
I
so
think somebody also said Sierra.
really, I didn't hear it. That was because I was actually literally when I was finished watching this, I was like, they didn't call her name.
I don't remember who it was, but before Tommy got there, Sierra was sitting down with the guys, and the dude was like, who was that was just here? Sierra. It was like Sierra, and he was like, yeah, not her either.
Oh, oh. So Tommy calls Tequila down along with Leanne. And I mean, let's not, waste no time. Leanne gets sent home. Okay. Um,
Of course, they're both in shock.
right. She looks a little disappointed, but it's crazy because Leanne's the one that got sent home, but Tequila is devastated. Okay.
First of all, I want to know how the hell Leanne know Quentin.
Oh
Because
yeah, because he said, "I see you in the gym."
yeah, as they were leaving, they touching hands, talking about something. I'll see you at the gym.
Maybe that's her trainer. You don't know. So, you
No,
see,
don't she own the gym?
maybe he worked for her. You don't even know.
Whatever.
So then Tequila has a conversation with, I guess it's Moray.
However you want to say it, because I don't know if I was saying it right or not.
Okay. And well, my notes say she had a conversation with old boy. So, and feels like, she's giving her all. And, she's dealt with this in past relationships and she's doing the best you can. And he was like, well, if that's what it is, then that's all you can do, boo boo. But she felt like she was like, thank you for encouraging me. And
But he also told her like to speak positivity into herself because if you keep on speaking negative, that's what you're gonna get. So
okay,
he also
that's what was so empowering. Because I was just about to say, what did he say that was so uplifting? But okay.
yeah, he basically told her to speak positivity in herself into
Okay,
herself.
good job, Nels. Got your listening ears on. Go ahead.
So Brandon and Lee are sitting down for a conversation. And he said that, she stood out to him the most because she's pretty fit. I'm sorry, she's pretty, she's fit, and she got some talent that she's working with back there. But the feeling was not mutual once she found out that he's been married to his ex-wife twice. She said on one hand it's commendable that he was fighting for his marriage. But really, homie, what the hell going on?
Right. It seemed like you got a lot going on. You probably it's a little what it is. I think most of the women would look past it if it wasn't so fresh.
Um, and he got 4 kids with her. I wouldn't.
Mm.
Yeah. Red flag, trees. Red flag. Pay attention. Okay. Red flag. You're like, well, I mean, yeah, it might turn to yellow.
No, things don't work out.
Might turn to orange in 3 more months. Just wait 3 more months. It ain't gonna be red no more. Then on top of that, this man tells her that he could be cold, and be off relationships, as if that's what a woman wants to hear. She said, yeah, honestly, it's a no for her. This connection is not happening.
Right.
Unique and Red feel that they've met before. Red is telling her that, he's been married before and he wants to be remarried again. But the stigma of his lifestyle just shows that he's not really a family man. And she said, yeah, because you got a thought job. And apparently he's offended by this. And really,
I'm not gonna lie. I hear me out. If that were redirected, and if he said that to her as a woman, if she was a bartender, if she was whatever, and he said that was a thought job, oh, we would be losing our damn mind. Twitter would be going crazy. I can already see it. So I'm just saying, in the fairness of it all, I don't think
playing devil's advocate.
playing devil's advocate, the devil, whatever y'all want to call it. But in the fairness of it all, I just feel like, yes, it was funny. I'm not gonna lie, I laughed, but I felt like if it were the other way around, we wouldn't be as cool with it if he said that to her. So
I see where you're
it
coming
kind of was,
from.
and because she kept doubling down on it. It wasn't like she said it once. She kept saying, "So it's a thought job. So it's a thought job." It was like it was getting disrespectful at a certain point.
I see where you're coming from, but I feel like he also knows it's a thought job. I don't know why he got offended, because he literally said that women have a problem with his job because of the groupies. This is probably
But
why.
that's like saying, "So Usher has a thought job."
Yeah. 9 times, most women, when they get with you, they know 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to cheat. You're probably going to be a thought because you have groupies and you don't know how to turn the pussy down.
Well, all right. Look at Nels trying to be the voice of reason.
I mean, I felt like, yes, I understand why he got offended. Because yes, she did keep on. Yeah, it's a thought job. It's a thought job. But I felt like in a way he basically said it too, because he's like, women have a problem with my job because of the groupies. 9 times out of 10, if you got groupies, you have a thought job. But basically, he said after that interaction, he is not interested anymore. I don't think she really gives a damn, because nobody wants to date somebody with a thought job. Bibi took Tequila. I don't know why I want to call this girl Tequila.
I
Jeez.
feel bad, you and everybody else. But go ahead.
Habibi took Tequila outside for a private conversation. Apparently, they shared a deep connection after she said she would have cheated on her ex with him. And that's really all it took. It seemed like. Tommy came to speak with the ladies privately, and the ladies are feeling like Quentin, Marvin, Chris, Philip, Marie. I'm sorry, are feeling Quentin, Marvin, Chris, Philip, Marie, and Herbert. They're not feeling Red, Brandon, and Habibi. Tequila said, she's gonna stick beside him. She don't give a damn. Habibi is her boo thing.
Yeah, she said, "I'm gonna ride or die for him." She did.
While Janelle said he's an entertainer and he's here to entertain. He's not here for love. Tequila then said under her breath, a lot of people just don't value that kind of love anymore. And trust and believe they heard it. I don't know. We starting off a little
I
crazy.
know,
Okay.
it's getting a little catty already.
But the bottom two are Brandon and Habibi. Brandon actually shed a tear a little bit.
He did.
Um, he did, and Habibi feels that him being sent home would be a disservice. And of course, y'all know how this network does. Y'all know how Ready to Love does. It's
Right. They
a
left it
cliffhanger,
as a
and
cliffhanger.
it's to be continued. So until next week.
Well, I liked, the introduction to the new cast. It seems
Mhm.
like everybody. I like that they're ordinary people.
I like that there's more than one cute person.
I like that there's more to look at.
Hmm.
Um, I think most of the women are genuinely beautiful. Yeah,
Hmm.
I mean, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So yeah, we'll see what happens with these connections. I'm hoping that my Habibe or what's the name? See, that's why I said, why would you? That's what I've been waiting to say all episode. Are you really gonna get rid of two of the best pieces, the eye candy that you got?
I'm just confused. I need to ask somebody because I thought when they say Habibi, they're talking to the girl. I thought they called the girl Habibi.
No, I think it means like love or something. That's not that's I heard somebody joke, but they were like, that man's name is like Keyshawn. Y'all better stop playing.
They said that on the show, I think. It might have been Janelle.
Right. So yeah. Drop down in the comments, y'all. Let us know what you think about the new group of singles, who you think is going to be hooking up, and have a long-lasting connection, and see if we can actually get a ready to love actual marriage from the show. Because it just never seems that was not a shot. That was not a shot, I swear. But if you haven't already, Shade Squad, please. I didn't mean it like that. I swear to God, I didn't mean it like that. You know I love it. Anyway, if you haven't already, please make sure that you hit that like button.
You comment
You subscribe.
and you hit the notification bell.
And make sure that you're following us on all the platforms, the TikTok, the Twitter, the Facebook, and the IG. And catch us next week for another review of Ready to Love. Have a good night. Bye-bye.